Okay, take two, I am back. I had to actually use my daughter's phone this time around because my phone keeps crashing, and it's crashing because it's full of different with tons of photos and videos that I haven't taken off. So I am back this time around. Hopefully it'll work. Hey guys, so hang out with me for a little bit. Sunday afternoon. I am about to go to my bestie, my sister Suzanne, and I'm gonna help her pack for her trip tomorrow. And I talked a little bit about it in the previous live that crashed on me or froze on me. Hey, if you are coming on and you want to stay with me, say hello. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chrysalis. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about you in this live, so stick around. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, my phone is full. It's full of amazing, beautiful. Let me do the light a little bit. It's full of amazing, beautiful pictures and videos from last week. Last week I was at the Temple Body Activation event in La Jolla, San Diego area. And it was a beautiful, beautiful event. And my phone is full of photos and videos that I need to get off so that it won't kick me off Facebook. So if that happens to you, that could be the case. Just, oh yeah, it feels so good. And it's funny because a lot of my online space friends have been deleting people as well. One of my mentors, Leah Steele, deleted 1,000 friends. So yeah, it feels really, really cleansing. Like it's like cleaning house when you. I don't know. I guess it's the energy. So now that I am more choosy on who I'm inviting into my space, I feel better. I'm mostly inviting women into my space, and if I do invite any man, I will look at their account and see what they share. If there's anything negative or rude or just unnecessary, I do not friend them. Hello, John Monroe. And yeah, it feels good and more spacious, I should say. And like I was saying, if we were hosting a party, who would we invite? So obviously, if we wouldn't invite any of those people that have been hanging in our friends list for 9 years, for as long as Facebook is alive, but we will never talk to them in person. We will never call them up and be like, oh, hey, I've been thinking about you. How are you doing? Then there's no point for those friends to be on our friends list. It feels like a stagnant energy, an energy that needs to move and to be released. And once it's released, we open ourselves up for more divine flow. And as leaders in our communities, as the supporters of ascension of our planet, we are here to carry the message or to deliver the message into this space, into the online world. And in order to do that for us, our space must be sacred, and our space must be protected and feel safe. So we can continue to show up and bring our intentional, mindful messages into the online community. So, yeah, last week I was at the event in La Jolla with 100 or over 100 other beautiful, empowering women of divine service, of healing. Just incredible to be surrounded by women of all ages, from 16 and until thousands, or and to feel that empowerment and divine guidance from my mentor Sophia Tom, that put this event together, and to go with my dear friends, my sisters that I have known in my community, and as well that I have known in the online community, and I finally got to meet them in the flesh and hug them, embrace them, and be together with them. Those 100 women are some of the most powerful women I have met in my life, and I have many powerful women that surround me, but to be in the same building with over 100 of them, to practice together, to contemplate together, to meditate, to dance, to explore, to express, to heal, to cry together, was just incredible. And so grateful for that experience. And just feeling the divine feminine energy is truly reawakening and rising to stand tall and to stand strong in the pursuit of healing this planet alongside each other, alongside reawakened men and women, to bring our gifts together, to bring our offerings to the benefit of all living beings on this earth. These beautiful women are my sisters, and there is no one that can stand in their way of their healing, surging forth energy of Shakti, Devi, powerful power of love. And I am here to support any of them, and all of them, and all of you, and any of you on your path of reawakening in this world into evolving growth and ascension. So, yeah, and at this time, my mindful, intentional message is, today is the new moon, the dark moon, the new moon in Scorpio, and the time of the darkness. And at this time we descend into the realm of the underworld and into the new year of magic. This is the time of deep, dark waters of the Scorpio. The moon is now in the sign of the Scorpio, in that deep, dark wisdom of diving to the depth of the waters, deep into to the bottom, and finding that cave that's at the bottom of the ocean, the cave of wisdom, that we can go into that cave as the internal soul dive of waters of the West. We are in the time of the fall, the time of the crone, the time of the wise woman, the time of wisdom, a time to relax, to restore, to be in the energy of a mystic, the mystic that is within, the mystic that sees the reflection in the waters, the mystic that is not afraid of that darkness that is at the bottom of the ocean, is not afraid of the darkness that is inside of that dark cave. This time of the year, the veil is thin, and we can speak to the spirits of the loved ones if we truly pause and take a moment to see, to pay attention, to listen, to hear for their messages. You are now fully supported and protected at this time of our lives. We can finally stand up and speak up and not feel unsafe, in at least where in my part of the world. But I know there are still women out in the world that are not safe, that are not protected to stand up and speak for themselves. And it is our responsibility, as we are privileged enough to speak our truth, to truly speak our truth, and to deliver the message that is coming through, the message from the divine guidance, the message to help each other stay strong, to remind each other of our gifts and of all that we find in that deep dark cave. Sometimes I like to jump around through different topics, but maybe staying in that same energy. And now it's the energy of regeneration, it's the energy of coming into the darkness of the night, as the nights grow longer and longer and the light grows smaller, and allowing ourselves at this time a time to restore, to slow down, to pause in the unknown and trust the unseen, to be present in this time of the fall, no matter how we may be dreading the winter time, the cold, the dark times of winter, but to look at it as time to compost into the earth all that is no longer serving us, and release into the death of all that returns into the earth, to lay to rest and to allow ourselves to relax a little. And it's okay to take this time to ground a little more, to ground into the actual darkness of the night of regeneration, to allow the leaves that we shed into the earth to lay upon the earth and to rest during the winter time, and to nurture the earth with all that we are ready to release. So tomorrow in my world, and in the world of many amazing, beautiful women, we begin the 4-week Shadow Magic course. It's an online journey. We begin tomorrow night with the new moon ritual, and we descend into the story of our first 2 guests, Inanna and Ereshkigal. We call upon our courage to embrace the broken heart of Inanna that has been broken into thousands of pieces, and those pieces have been given away, taken away, and scattered all over the world. And we begin to descend into the soul as we make our way down the cold and windy steps. We face 7 gates. We face the dark, and at each gate we release all of our gifts, all of our offerings. And it may be scary because this is the road into the underworld, beneath the earth, into that deep dark cave. And we may be shaking and shivering, but we are still going, consciously or subconsciously, because the light within us is determined to reach that medicine, to reach that healing bottom of the deep dark cave, knowing that the darkness holds the gifts and treasures of liberation, of freedom, of the healing medicine of this world. And as we descend at each gate, we willingly surrender all that we have. And at the first gate is the gate of authority, our crown chakra, surrendering our bejeweled crown of your awareness. And at the second gate of perception, take off your lapis lazuli earrings of your intuition. And at the third gate of communication, your lapis lazuli beaded necklace of truth and of your words. And at the gate of compassion in the heart, take off your golden breastplates of the heart vibrations of love, and at the solar gateway of your personal power, take off your golden hip girdle studded in birthstones of your will and strength, and in your hips at the gate of your creativity, take off your ankle and wrist bracelets of your creativity and movement and dance, and at the root gate of manifestation, take off your robe, your royal robe, the garment of ladyship, of delivering forth all that you came here to bring. And let the holy goddess of heaven, Inanna, enter into the underworld, bowed low to see and to face her dark sister, Ereshkigal, who does not want to see you. In fact, she is naked in the castle of lapis lazuli, and she's crying and she's weeping and she's mourning all that has died from the beginning of time in her grief, in her pain, in her sorrow. And take your time while you're down there, cold and dead, to truly see and to authentically feel her pain of all that has died from the beginning of all time. Can you feel that true sympathy, and can you mourn as she is mourning, moan and cry as she is crying, so she may notice your truth, and so she may notice your soul, so she may gift you the medicine that you came down to find, to reawaken, to reopen, so you may bring it up as you come up through all the gates, as you gather back your royal robe and your ankle and wrist bracelets and your golden hip girdle and your golden breastplates and your lapis lazuli earrings and necklace, and again your bejeweled crown of wisdom, of awareness. And as you ascend back up into the light, you are most powerful than ever, empowered, beautiful goddess, the queen of heaven and earth. So we begin tomorrow in this story of two sisters. It's a incredibly affordable, divinely guided personal development work of shadow, enchantress, and moon magic. If it's something that's calling to you, it's not too late to join us. Message me, I will put a link in the comments. Yeah, shadow magic is an incredible healing journey for all of us to truly face all that we have been avoiding for generations and thousands of years. And one other thing I wanted to address today, Amanda, I am looking forward to as well. I cannot wait for all the magic that is going to happen. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for all who's watching at any time. write a replay, if you're watching it later, just so that I know that you're with me on this journey, whenever that is. And one other thing that I have that is alive in the online space and in my heart and also in the hearts of many others, I have a currently active fundraiser on my page for one of my beautiful sisters, a local divine healer, medicine woman that has been serving the spiritual community for, I want to say, generations, for thousands of years. I like to say that, and because it truly resonates. We might be a certain age, years old, but in reality, we are made of stars. We're made of our ancestors, and all that has ever been delivered through them for us to be here are the reasons why we are also here. So this woman, and she is a beautiful soul, a beautiful sister with a gorgeous name, Chrysalis Bliss. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me watching. She's someone who is, without a doubt, is worth it. And she's a beautiful soul, and to help her in any way is my honor, and it is my service and our service to all of humanity. As we help a little, one kind human, it is our act of service. In that way, we could contribute to the whole of humanity, to the whole of the world, as love vibrates out and ripples out into the rest of the world, to the rest of us. So I will also post the fundraiser into the comments, and I ask you to please donate. Donate $5, $10, $11, make it a magical number, $22. Whatever it is that you would have spent on a cup of coffee, or that you would have spent on going out to dinner, know that that money will support a person tremendously. And with this fundraiser, we're trying to raise money to get her a reliable car as the winter is coming. And not many of us, or not many Americans, walk in our lives. We tend to jump into our cars and drive places, get out, not really knowing the hardships of walking, the hardships of having to take public transportations, and I'm not saying that's a hardship. It might actually be a blessing, and we might not know how that feels. And so this fundraiser is to support a healer to be able to heal, a healer to be able to bring to us her gifts and her offerings. And every bit counts, and every bit is appreciated and witnessed and seen, and may all that you give return to you tenfold. Thank you. So I will post a link of that fundraiser as well. So grateful. Beautiful, Chrysalis. So I think that's all I have. Thank you for tuning in. Watch from the beginning if you'd like to tune into a little bit of the shadow magic that is happening in this world, in this moment, under this new moon in Scorpio. The Scorpio energy that lives deep in the waters, deep in the west, in the wisdom of the crone. Blessings to all of you, sending you my love. Namaste, blessed be, peace, peace, peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.